Wait, what? Did that really just happen? Those words are followed by you immediately sitting up from that comfy synced position you had in the bed earlier, because believing what you just witnessed won't be easy at all. Today, we're here to talk about backstabbing, the betrayals that anime has surprised us with, because seeing a smooth development transitioning towards a happily ever after setting isn't every other show's way of doing things. Also, as if it isn't obvious already, this list is full of spoilers that would amount to nothing less than blasphemy when it comes to anime. So please, watch at your own discretion, or just don't give a single hoot if you're confident in your weebness, as they say. Well, we truly are making you wait a lot for a title that caught everyone's attention in the blink of an eye, aren't we? How fast have you clicked on a video before? Better not keep you waiting, and let those astonished faces roll in as we dive into the top 10 betrayals we've seen in anime. 10. School Days. Being regarded as the best anime out there by some, to others just calling it something that never should have existed, School Days has had its share of different opinions. Opinions that can have any average viewer rather confused. But if you're looking for a not-so-normal show ready to blow your mind away as it progresses towards that highly awaited curtain call, then you stumbled into the right title here. With endings making choosing favorites a real pain to media adaptations that are universes, let alone worlds apart from each other, School Days is for sure one of the most WTF shows we've had in the anime universe. Not even Makoto could have seen that coming, since getting sliced to having your head held by a totally different person. I mean, we've seen weirder developments in an anime, but this one was quite wild considering it's the 2007 we're talking about here. 9. Bertholdt and Rainer, Attack on Titan. A whole 4 years after all those delays, and you start the season off with a giant ape who talks in that Chad voice and throws a horse at an emo boy who looks like one in the first place. Way to go, Wit Studio. From everyone stranded in that ancient tower to all those random titans flashing their teeth in the dark, Weimer's transformation followed by that circus performance didn't really catch us by surprise, since what followed was truly something we could call as being overdone by the title itself. From the best buds casually telling Eren that they're the ones who said hello in their unique ways a while back, to revealing their entire plot to the innocent kids soon after, sleep deprivation isn't all there is to the guys acting funny all of a sudden. But that flag, that damned flag, somehow it just tripped a switch in that blonde's head and made him say stuff that had pity running wild all over the place. Plus, with Rainer being one of the main faces from the first season, forgetting about Annie wasn't hard at all. 8. Tower of God. Being a simp isn't bad or anything, but imagine ending up as Bam from the not-so-hit adaptation of the so-very-hit webtoon Tower of God. From having a past like that, to literally turning the world upside down to ensure that he and the girl end up together just to see their wishes come true. If this isn't one of the sweetest boys ever, then I don't know who is. Getting rejected and humiliated in front of that kids and animals mix wouldn't have been anything new or bad, but the girl held nothing back, pushing Bam without any remorse, leaving him to the care of gravity, allowing it to do whatever it wanted with him. Plus, seeing them pull off that stunt at the very last moment of the very last episode makes you think whether they're the genius ones or not, but I'll leave that answer to you. 7. Rekka, Fire Force. Being a priest to the Holy Soul Temple comes with perks that an ordinary devil-faced brat wouldn't be able to comprehend on his own. But if you're the one playing the double agent role in an anime where the only crime is burning others to a crisp, then you're out of luck, since the show would use you as a mere fodder for the protagonist of the series. Character development? For me this wasn't even a reveal or a betrayal, cause seeing that guy's ugly mug with those bugs on top of it only made me want him out of the show ASAP, with what he did to Tamaki serving as the final nail in the coffin, and the rest is just history. But one thing's for sure, Rekka made some of the crispest Fire Force animation reach the screen to a lot of fans out there, so I guess we could give him props for making those flashy moves come out from the hiding. 6. Itachi kills his clan. For me, Itachi was the best character the moment he was introduced, doing what's nothing but gold meme material these days. But his past, those special episodes that shed light on the burdens the boy had been carrying for an eternity, made a lot of fans fall head over heels for the Jinjutsu master himself. Still, a kid at that time made to choose between his own tribe, his own kin, or the village that had him as their obedient dog. Being a part of the ANBU Corps, the higher-ups sure knew how to play dirty considering how there was no sign of any technology or the internet to speak of during that era. But choosing the safety and well-being of his brother came at the cost of massacring his entire clan, along with that brand of a traitor and someone who ruined it all for the very one he saved that fateful day. I don't know, but no matter what event you're talking about, his story is one that makes any other character's tale seem non-existent in a heartbeat. 5. Aizen from Bleach. The one who made trusting any other spectacle's 4 eyes the hardest thing in the universe, Aizen isn't a name that needs any introduction. I mean, his twist was what made a lot of people get super into Bleach, most of the audience remembering the show from that stab alone. Seeing him play the goody two-shoes never could have given away the Maverick's true intentions, since when it comes to keeping up a facade, Aizen isn't one who can't hold his own ground, even when it's against the entire anime universe. But I'm pretty sure the moment that should have been what the two souls had been waiting for as something that would pave the way. In fact, the future of the series in the long run was truly something that made us expect a lot more than just stupid shonen combat from Bleach. Plus, the guy doesn't lose it at all, even later on with the plots and schemes that could change your perception of reality once those revelations take over. 4. White Album 2. First of all, in case you haven't already, check this show out, because you're missing out. In case you thought that people stabbing people all of a sudden to friends coming up as the very ones pulling the strings behind the scenes to kids becoming dinosaurs all of a sudden was weird, then let us introduce something that makes betrayal hit home for a lot of us. With love triangles, complicated relationships, and just a whole lot of romance drama taking a swim in the betrayal mix that we're preparing here, White Album 2 surely takes the cake as an entry that comes both as something that's unexpected and uncalled for in its truest sense, with emotions and feelings getting all tangled up with the reveal making that very episode one you'd never forget when it comes to romance genre. White Album 2 really takes it up a notch and shows us how it's done in its own style. 3. Annie, Attack on Titan. Having 2 entries from the same show is kind of weird, but it's Attack on Titan. What are you going to do about it? From Eren's dad disappearing, to Eren's mom dying, to Eren himself dying, to Eren resurrecting, to Eren becoming anything but Eren all of a sudden, to Eren training to make the new Eren come under Eren's control. The first season was a lot for any viewer for sure, but if you were dumb enough to not take a guess as to who's the one behind that blonde Muay Thai warrior, then the show truly made you look like an utter idiot at the end, no? With the trio coming together to uncover the mystery behind the fighter drunk on MMA using the walls as nothing but ropes, seeing the desperation and tension rise as Annie wasn't willing to follow the lot in that dark basement sure gave it all away. But that struggle to those flashbacks to that unexpected slash only set the stage for the bout that we all were super looking forward to ever since Eren's head got kicked off by that sharp heel. 2. The Rising of the Shield Hero. First episode plot twists weren't anything new when this show made its debut. But still, we could say that the way it incorporated it all in the main story is what made it land a spot in this list. Let's face it, none of us could ever fight the charms that the hottie had to offer, so let's stop blaming Naofumi here, okay? Considering it was an isekai and everything, I was looking forward to seeing some fan service happening real soon in that inn, if you know what I mean. But instead, what we got was for sure something that served as the perfect stimulus to transform the beta shield boy into a man who would be carrying the show throughout the entirety of its runtime. Plus, the fact that everyone cast him away and took the side of the girl shows us that things were always like they are in this day and age. We sure saw a medieval #MeToo in an anime fashion, so yeah, that's happened as well. But we would have had a totally different duo with an MC that's worlds apart from the one we know and love today, so isn't it better that he took that L? 1. Moeka kills Mayuri. With timelines and deaths that are more than enough to have your mind do a total reset on you, 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿 made that adorable Tuturu something we never wanted to go away, even when the show was over. As if seeing that watch stop all of a sudden over and over again followed by the poor girl's demise wasn't enough, the show made the most unlikely person commit a crime that would make her go down as a name people would hate for an eternity to come. Having admitted to killing Mayuri multiple times later on, as everything becomes crystal clear, not only to the mad scientist, one could see why Moeka did what she did, but seeing her turn up all of a sudden in that outfit, those flashbacks didn't quite fit the image of that timid, quiet girl we remembered, since someone like that couldn't even pull the trigger in a video game, right? But then again, it's anime, and to top it all off, 𝐜𝐴𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿, so I guess anything goes. And those were the top 10 betrayals in anime. Tell us in the comments below which one was the most surprising for you. Goodbye and take care.